everybody, I'm Carla from Shrimpy Sue Designs, and I have a haul video here for you from Scrapfest. Scrapfest, for those of you that don't know, is an event held by archivers at the Mall of America where they have lots of different vendors come in, Ranger, Hero Arts, Cosmo Cricket, Graphic 45, all those big name vendors come in and they hold classes and they do make and takes and they do some demos also. So, and it goes on all weekend. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to show you some things that I bought, and then I'm going to show you the things that I made at the make and takes in the class. So first I'm going to start off with some pattern papers that I bought. I picked up the Cosmo Cricket mini deck. Great pattern papers, especially for man cards, which we all know most of us struggle with, I think, to find male appropriate cards. So much pretty stuff out there. So anyway, this Wanted paper pad by Cosmo Cricket is really, really great. Then I picked up some Graphic 45 Steampunk Debutantes. This is just a really gorgeous pack of paper. Love it. This is probably one of my favorite sheets right here, these flowers. I picked up the Basic Gray Basics pack. I use these just the same as I do if I had a solid paper. I would ink these up into a different color if I didn't want white, or if I wanted a hint of some other color, I could mask it, whatever. But you can easily use any of these except for maybe that one, just as you would as a solid piece of cardstock. I do anyway. And then for Christmas, I always pick one whimsical Christmas paper pack and then usually one traditional or vintage. And I'm gonna hold out for Tim Holtz's vintage Christmas pack. And then I picked up the crepe paper for my cute whimsical paper. It was between this and Cosmo Cricket, but I have a lot of Cosmo Cricket left from last year, so I went with the crepe paper, which is really nice. I love those little O's, little circles, trees, and then on the back side is a nice print there. Crepe paper does not reduce the size of their papers for their 6x6 pads. I wish they would, but they don't. But that's okay. They're still great. They still will look fine on cards. Here's a really nice scallop stripe. Really nice. And of course the cute snowmen. I collect snowmen, so I really liked these. And then my other favorite is these really colorful, pretty snowflakes. Look at all the different colors in there. Super great non-traditional Christmas paper. And then I picked up the chipboard to go with it. I like to use these on cards. Just add buttons and, little ribbon or hemp rope, whatever, and you have really cute cards. Really quick, easy, cute cards. But, here's a little scallop down here that's fit perfect on a card. This will be great on a bigger card, I'll use these as frames. Just really, really good way to make quick, easy cards, I think. I picked up a couple of sheets from the Parisian Anthology line from the House of Three. This paper is really pretty. I love this color blue. I wish they would have had this paper big. I don't know if they don't make it or archivers just didn't have it. But anyway, that's all right. My daughter has a dress for a dance that's, I think, kind of this color. So I would like to scrap that using these papers. Excuse me. So, and this is double-sided. This is the same on both sides. And then this is an older Heidi Swap paper, but I'm doing a wall hanging for my nephew, which has these sports silhouettes of different sports, and it uses some of this paper, some other paper from this line, and some other paper from a couple other lines that's the same kind of orange and green and navy blue. And then I just picked up a couple of the 12 by 12 from the Steampunk Debutante line by Graphic 45 that I liked. The corset tops I really like. And I really love the hot air balloons. I think they're just gorgeous. So then some other things I picked up. I picked up some Hero Hues chalk ink, which I have not used before, but I have heard very good things about. Some Tim Holtz things that I bought while I was up there. Here we go. I picked up the Gears and Sprockets, which I'll use with the Steampunk Debutante line. I bought a bunch of old watches at a flea market and took them apart, and so I have a bunch of little tiny gears. But I don't have any of this larger size, so this will be great. I'm going to do a collage, probably a beeswax collage for my daughter's room. And I picked up the Type Charms. Some foam refills. Mine are falling apart. My vintage photo one is just about shredded. Then I also picked up, this is my very first alterations folder, Texture Fades. It's the collage and the notepad. I haven't tried any of these yet. I really want the patchwork one, but I don't really care about having the bingo one. So if anybody out there wants the bingo one but doesn't want the patchwork one, let me know. We can go in on it. Or if you have it already and decide you don't like it. I can't believe that there would be anybody out there that doesn't like the patchwork one. But many of you probably can't believe I don't care about the bingo one. But I already have some vintage bingo cards that I use, so I'm not sure that I would use an embossing. I would ever emboss it. I might. Who knows? Maybe someday with a coupon. Alright, and then I picked up some Tim Holtz fragments. I do have some of these already that have the little loophole in them to make jewelry, which I really like. But I wanted some flat ones to do some frames with. Be really nice. I picked up a couple things by Tattered Angels. I picked up some pomegranate Tattered Angel spray. Really pretty, and I'll show that on a project here in a little bit. And then I picked up the Fascination album add-on pages. I don't have the album, but I really liked the pages, and I saw Heidi Swap on a Ustream video folding these into threes and making cards out of them. I don't know if you can see all the different, there's 8 different pages, and some of them have the embossing and some of them have the gold foiling, you know, so they're really neat and really pretty. I think they'll be a lot of fun to play with the Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, and then with my homemade Perfect Pearls Mist also. And then I picked up some new stamps. I picked up these by Unity Stamps. What's Shakin'? It says, and I'm gonna make a little card with those shaking because Simon Says Stamp is having a challenge and your card has to move. So I think that'll be really cute for that. Here's one of just a pie. This was in the $1.99 section, I think. I'm doing a vintage album with our family's recipes, and I'm kind of altering one of my grandma's old cookbooks. Some Hero Arts sentiments. I don't have a lot of sentiments, so this was a good variety pack. I just really thought this was cute, and I've just started coloring with some Copic markers, and I don't really care for the people Copic marker, little cutesy character people. But I do like things like whimsical kind of things like this. Are lots of fun. And then I picked up these leaves. These are really gorgeous. I've been seeing a lot of people use these lately. Jennifer McGuire did some really nice ones with twinkling H2Os. So I'm going to get out my twinkling H2Os and play around with that. It was a really neat technique. Then I went to the $1.99 section that they had, and they did really have a lot of stuff in their $1.99 section. You know, it was huge. But I don't use a lot of those little things like what they had. I don't know why. I kind of usually cut very specific in what I buy. If I'm buying something, most of the time it's because I have a project in mind already. I don't usually load up on things that I might use, which a lot of the paper pads, really good deals, but again, I might not ever use it. And then I'd be like, oh, I spent $10 on this paper pad and I've never used it, you know? Because I'm not a huge scrapbooker. I mostly make cards and altered projects. I do some scrapbooking, but so anyway, in their $1.99 bargain rotunda area, can't say that word. I did pick up the Prima bling. I love these little jeweled flower centers. I really like to use these. I have quite a few packages of those. For 99 cents, they had these little packages of buttons that I think were left over probably from projects or something that archivers had. This is kind of a light melon color. It's really pretty. And a yellow. And then I picked up this swatch book. It's kind of tattoo themed. You know, the kind of tattooish, old school tattoo type stuff, with which I have some stamps from Bombshell Stamps, which have great, I love their stamps. They're like pinup girl,